So you've mentioned that you get weather advisory services through a service like Mshamba. How do you receive those? Do you receive those either digitally or in person? And how do you communicate that to the farmers within your farmer group?
We get the advisory from the Kenya Meteorological Department, and being a participant, plus others, we share that information to the farmers through WhatsApp. For those, most of the farmers have smartphones, and so they can access that information. And we also do the advisory on the types of seeds, because when we get the weather, we categorize the areas and the amount of rain that they can get during the season. Like, for example, we have this OND, that is October, November, December season. And as we had received the information that there will be El Nino, and it turned out that we are going to have rains above average. And we have that information, so we advise the farmers the type of seeds that they can plant in particular areas. There are areas that will receive different amounts of rain. And so different types of, different varieties of seeds will do well in different areas and with different amounts of rain. And so we advise that through mainly the WhatsApp. The Mshamba comes mainly when we do the marketing, because when we do the farming, we do it in groups. We have common interest groups with value chains like poultry, peas, green grams, and cattle, that is dairy. And when we are in groups, if we want to market our product, especially after we have harvested, like green grams, through our office bearers, we send through Mshamba platform that we want to sell our green grams at a particular price. And whoever that is the buyer, if they see the information, they can now link with us, and we communicate so that they know how much we have, what price we have, we want to sell, at what price we want to sell, and then if we link, then we can aggregate our produce, because we are small-scale farmers. We don't produce a lot, but we can aggregate, and the buyer can collect in bulk from a central point where we have aggregated.
Can I ask where you get your weather information from, and how do you know to trust it, or what's the accuracy for that?
The accuracy of the weather advisory, like for example this season, it was shaky at the beginning, but normally we receive the information from what the Met personnel have collected from their gadgets. And normally they will give us what they have observed. Like if it is the temperatures in the ocean, which determine mainly the type of rain that we are going to get, the type of wind that is blowing. So when they give us, that is what we trust. But there are also the natural trends. If the tides in the ocean change, then they cannot change it. If they had told us the information, so normally the advisory that we give from the officers is that this is what is expected. But when you are growing, mix your variety. There could be changes.
And how do you know if that is accurate, or how has it helped you in your day-to-day farming?
Due to this climate change, Kawamana came with a weather information platform, which reads farmers when, as my friend has said, which is my farmers, when to rain, when to plant, and when to yield. For in this time, whether everybody is aware whether have changed. Rain patterns have changed already. So when the Amana market came with this information, weather platform, we are fairly helped by it because we plant at the we yield. We plant the time we prepare our farmers prepare their rods in the time needed, and they are aware when the rain will fall. Then when the yield is in farm, they yield.
Okay, so the Amana app gives you weather information, and they also add something on top. They tell you when to plant. So this is the time it's going to rain. This is what you should plant at this time. This is when it's going to be sunny. This is when you should do your weeding, for instance.
Yes. Also, me as an FSC, I help farmers to form their business plan to show the farmer all the agriculture practice needed for the plant to grow, or the cost of production, the money needed. And Coamana is a financial institution helping farmers to, when buyers are buying, farmers, their produce are paid in cash on gate price. First of all, when a buyer is going to buy either maize, beans, or anything from farmer, the trader is get finance from Coamana. Then the money is paid to the farmer who is to produce the product. So the buyer do not carry the money. The farmer receives the money through digital platform in his phone, and he puts money in his pocket. So farmers' produces are not lost. Farmers always they are putting money in their in their pocket, and they are going well. Before, farmers, traders were going and buy their produces and carry without paying. But Coamana have helped farmers in a great way. The Coamana is moving very fast and reaching many farmers to put money in their pockets. Okay. They are good in that.
Thank you, James. So what I'm hearing is Coamana gives weather information, gives crop advisory, and gives access to the markets. Good job to Coamana. Shortly, you're going to be able to interact with the Coamana representative who's here with us today as well, and you'll be able to explore more on that. Maybe moving on to Esther, because I know you also farm in the same area. We've had very good things about the service that you're receiving advisories on. The weather, the crop advisory, and the market linkages. Is there anything that we can do? I say we because we as Sprout also partner with Coamana to provide the weather information. Is there something more we can do to help you in your farming journey?
Thank you, Irene. I think you can do more. You can break the climate condition into two and give us the information 7 days earlier how the climate would be. Whether in the morning it is raining, give us the information. In the afternoon, you also give us the information so that we know how much we can do. If it's harvesting, we need it more when it is sunny to protect our crops and produce for going bad. Some of them are perishable. When you harvest area, they'll go bad. Examples are cabbages. When we harvest cabbages without knowing whether it will rain or whether it will be there sunny, our cabbage go bad fast. So you need to do more on climate change. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm hearing is the frequency or how quickly you get the weather information matters. Do you feel like as it is right now, it is coming either too late for you or a bit too early?
We get the information too late, so you can get it in the noon, so we need it earlier. 1 week earlier, the next week it will be raining throughout, whether it will be sunny throughout, for us to gather and harvest our produce.
Okay, interesting. 1 week earlier, so not today, not today's weather forecast, not tomorrow's weather forecast, next week's weather forecast. I'll move to Scholastica, if someone can give her a microphone. Scholastica, what can we do to help you more in terms of services or advisory services in your poultry farming?
Sorry. A poultry farmer needs finance for feeds. Feeds go higher prices than it was before. So if we can be assisted with some finances, even if it is a loan, we can do better, more better, because Yatta has no outbreak for chicken. They are good. From chick to layers, they can be better.
And now let me ask, if we get you access, I'm speaking it's not set in stone. If we give you access to these loan facilities, what or how would you put that to use in your farm?
Pardon?
If we give you a loan right now,
Yeah.
how would you utilize that money in your farm?
Because we keep poultry as groups, and we have formed symbiosis. That is 140 groups, 220 groups. We can buy feeds for 2 months. That is chicks. Then 2 months again for 4 months. Then we sell.
Okay, so that's for broiler chicken.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
So the way you would use that money is to purchase more feeds so that you can be able to grow the chicken and then be able to sell that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Scholastica. I'll move on to Hillary. And Hillary has a very interesting background because he's a farm tech and he's a trainer for farmers in the field. So Hillary, how can we help you, or how can services help you do your job better?
Okay, thank you. The services offered by DigiCow Africa. DigiCow has gone to an extent of providing farmers with 2 applications. The 2 applications are the DigiCow Ndume app and the DigiCow Dairy app. Maybe I can start with the DigiCow Ndume app. How DigiCow Ndume app works, it's just me as a trainer to go and explain to a farmer how it works so that a farmer may be able to use the app, though mostly farmers don't use the app. The DigiCow Ndume app are for vets. maybe
And
this.
can I ask what percentage of your farmers have smartphones?
Okay. To this extent, maybe I can say 50% has got smartphones, but the DigiCondume app, the farmers' data are being fed into the DigiCondume app by the vet. Vets too their data are being fed into the DigiCondume app. So if a farmer need any assistance, maybe the cow is on it, the farmer needs an inseminator, the cow is ill, the farmer just simply, there's a USSD code, the farmer just simply dialed the USSD code, the vet is notified, and the vet can call the farmer, and the farmer is being assisted at that point. Maybe it can't take more than 2 hours. This works when the livestock is ill, or the livestock is on a standing eat or needs an inseminator. For the digital dairy app, it works for me as a trainer, as we focus on, we as a digital trying to focus on profitability, which comes from productivity, increased productivity to farmers. We go to field, we train farmers. There are information at the digital dairy app, which is accessible at the Google Play Store. It's free of charge. The information are available at the training part. The farmer can access them. My role is just to go to the farmers. We work with the dairy group, we work with the CBOs, as I've heard my fellow colleague here said. Farmer groups, we train them. We participate in engagement discussions. We gather their challenges. We offer them advisories. All those advisories are available at the digital dairy app. The information are like what the information covers, part of the challenges I've had. One of the bosses has mentioned there, the challenges are like what to plant, what type of fodder the farmer needs. As we focus on production, we need to feed our cattle with high-yielding feeds. So all that information are available at our digital dairy app.
Okay, Hilary, can I ask
yes.
a question?
Yes.
So how frequently, because you say the information is available on the app, and the problem is accessibility to smartphones for these farmers, which is where you come in. How much work do you have to do to explain what is on the app to the farmer, and how can we make that process a bit easier in terms of service?
Okay, maybe you can come up with your question again, Madam Irene.
I can come again?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm asking, so you say that all this information is available on the app. How much work is it for you to translate what is on the app to the farmer? And is there a way that the farmer can go home with this information, maybe in a physical way, rather than just listening to you and then going back to the farm and trying to remember what you had actually communicated?
Okay, thank you. The information in the digital dairy app has been broken down further to the vernacular languages the farmer can understand. There are audio available in each particular training, so farmers with smartphone can access them. While training is going on, we train them, then we use some speakers, Bluetooth speakers, We let them hear what is inside. As I have said, the information has been broken down into the vernacular languages the farmer can understand easily. So
So you have a mix of both the app in terms of information and audio recordings.
Yeah, sure.
What language is the app in, and what language is the audios, or are the audios in?
okay, the information in the app is in English, but the audio is available depending on the regions. Maybe a farmer in Kiambu, depending on which language the farmer understands. For me, I'm from Kericho County. My farmers there in Kericho County are mostly speaking in Kalenjin. So the audio has already been broken down into Kalenjin, depending on the region. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Hilary. And in conclusion, I'm going to come back to Mercy. Mercy, I've had very good things about the DigiCow app from Hilary. He's clearly a very good ambassador for DigiCow. What can we do to improve that service for you? How can we make your farming or your dairy farming better?
In DigiCow. Okay. Okay, I'm Mercy. I said I'm a farmer and also a DigiCow trainer, training farmers. Number one, we are training about further establishment to farmers and also in my farm. For now, we have only the ordinary Napier, which is everywhere, in every shamba. But the training farmers, we are training them to plant protein fodder, e.g. Super Napier, sugar grace, super K vines, Desmodium, Brucan, all that. But to get these plants is very costly, and even the farmers can't afford. Like now we are training on sugar grace, 1 kg, almost 850 per kg. If we met the farmers, they ask a small amount, whether they can get small amount so that they can try.
Okay, so it's not the quality of the product, it's the amount of money that they need to pay.
The amount of money and also the product in small quantities.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm going to open the floor to the audience. Please feel free to, does anybody have a question for the farmers? Please feel free. Note, there we go. Can we get a microphone there?
Thank you. So my question is, how is the digital technology helping the farmers increase their yield? Is there impact in the advisories that you get, whether it's weather, whether it's agronomic? Are you having any increase in your yield? Thank you.
Are you seeing any improvement in your farming with the services?
Yes, for my farm, since I started training, and I was trained by DigiCow, I've seen improvement. For keeping silage, even now, I've already kept silage, but the molasses is too high. You can find my farm, I have Napier, or even maize, or super Napier, but buying the molasses is too high.
Okay. Esther? Have you seen any improvement in your farming after using the digital services?
There is some of improvements we get from digital. They give us the advice to the qualities, the varieties you need to use to improve your production, and how you could control the pest and the weed to improve your production also.
All right, thank you. James, any improvement on your side?
Okay, for that question in crops, as an FSC, my work is to reduce the cost of production so that the farmer can get more money in his pocket. So, it improves the productivity, doing all the agriculture practices when constructing the business plan. We include from soil test all the things needed up to production, fertilizer, the soil sampling, up to the Borea Itatumika, up to the market. I take the farmer to the market. So there is a lot of improvement. We are putting our farmers' money in their pocket and reducing their cost of production, increasing productivity for doing the good agriculture practices.
Okay, thank you, James. To the far end of the room, Scholastica, could you tell us briefly if you've experienced any improvement in your farming from the digital services?
Yeah, from Mshamba, we have marketing. They have equipped us with marketing. If my chicks or my members of the group have chicks of 1 month, Mshamba wanatutafutia market. Tunauza.
They help you look for the market.
We sell on the spot. The farmer is given the money on the spot.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, anything from you? Any improvement either in your farming or in your community of farmers when it comes to digital services?
Thank you. That is very true. Once the advisory started being dispatched to the farmers, farmers have been able to prepare themselves well in advance, because after they get the advisory through the applications, and also they receive the advisory through charts which are printed, and they show what the onset, the types of seeds, depending on the area, the types of crops that they can grow, and also they are advised on how they can manage the pesticides, that is the diseases, and when necessary, our agricultural extension officers give them the advisories. What I could, if allowed, this is a very, very important forum. I've attended for the first time. And from Madla, whatever solutions he was trying to ask, what solutions should we give? This digital platform will be very, very important to the farmers. The reason, here in Kenya, if you look at the number of extension officers we have, like for example in my ward, it is a ward with an area of about 238 square kilometers, and there's one agricultural extension officer. That one cannot reach every farmer. So the digital app will be so crucial, because it will be able to reach almost every farmer, and the advisory will reach there. So I think what maybe I could ask our agricultural department is to pump in more money in the apps so that they can replace the officers who are lacking. Thank you.
I have one question from that comment. So there are a lot of companies that struggle with sustainability, and you have said a very interesting thing where you say we need to pump more money to reach each of those farmers in that 230 square kilometer area.
True.
would those farmers be willing to pay? Because that's one of the things that a lot of these farmer-facing organizations struggle with, is how do we make money? Do you currently pay for any of these services? And if you are asked to pay, is that something, after you have seen value, because I believe you've said you've seen improvements, would you be willing to pay for that service?
I'm very sure once the farmers, because they have seen the improvement, if the subscription in the apps could be subsidized or brought so that the farmers can afford, I'm sure they will be very willing to subscribe and be able to get the advisory. Because most of them have platform, that is, have smartphones, and they can reach, they can access the advisory anytime. And I'm sure if the subscription is affordable, they will be very willing to get. I do subscribe in various apps. We have KOP, we have Caro, and others. So I'm sure for the farming, because it is crucial, every day I eat, and I eat from the shamba. If I can manage what I get from my shamba, I will not lack food. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Calvins from Mshamba, I hope you've paid attention to that. Yes, we have we have 5 questions. I saw his hand first, so we'll start there. Microphone, please. Please, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
My name is Ronald Dianga, and I work at Tomorrow Now. It's quite exciting, I think, to see the representation of our farmers, and I think the comments that are coming are really interesting. So at Tomorrow Now, we're a climate tech organization, non-profit, that is working to bring the power of next generation weather intelligence and crop insights to farmers as such that are seated here today. And my question is just following up on what Jeremiah and Esther spoke about. And I think you've also asked the question if farmers are willing to pay. But again, let's take it back to the perceived value that these farmers are looking at. So I just wanted to follow up with Esther and Jeremiah. In what format would you like to access this weather information? And then number 2, how would you like to access this weather information? I think these 2 critical pieces are very important to help us to drive that value, because ultimately for us, in as much as the quality is important, the usability, the accessibility are also very key pillars that can be able to help us to better serve you. So how, in what format do you want to access this weather information? And also, the other bit is on how would you like to access this information? I think that would be very important so that we can...
They kind of feel similar. So
Yeah.
in what format and
Yeah.
how?
Yes.
In what media?
How, in terms of access? I think you mentioned about smartphones.
Yes.
You mentioned about SMS, and which would be the most appropriate way?
Okay, Jeremiah, if you were to receive weather information, how would you want to receive it? Either in SMS, in WhatsApp, or on a phone, or in person, or on the TV, any media?
I think a combination of the methods would be suitable, because there are some people who don't have smartphones, so SMS would also be suitable, although the person who is using that phone also need to know the app so that they can download the app, so then they can access. But normally, with the smartphone, it is easier through the WhatsApp, because when you share, and you share to a group, it reaches so many instantly. But the SMS, it will require contact, and it's cumbersome. I don't know. I'm not an IT expert, but those who are IT experts know how they can maneuver that is the dispatch. That is how they can dispatch the information to those they want the information to reach. Okay. So how is either WhatsApp would be suitable, because even if somebody doesn't have, there will be somebody who can share the information.
Okay, thank you.
The
Thank
other
you,
question
Jeremiah.
was,
I thought they were very similar. So in what format, which is what he's responded to, and how? So how in terms of what? Give me an example. Okay. Okay. WhatsApp or SMS. Okay. You wanted Esther's opinion as well? Esther, how would you like to receive weather information?
In addition, let's use the two methods, WhatsApp and SMSing, because some of the farmers, they don't know how to access the smartphone, so let it be most for the digitalized to WhatsApp, and the others SMSing. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to close the session here. I'm told we are pressed for time. Back to Elias. Thank you, everybody, for being here. You've given us a lot of insights. And a special thank you to DigiCow, Mshamba, and Kwamana.